Hi, thank you so much for being here. Just press record and here it goes. And this is a new setup I'm still getting used to. So just before I begin, just a couple of things I just wanted to note to let you know that I'm noticing too, which is the construction noise outside. I have the door open, the deck door open, or I don't know, the balcony door open to our place because otherwise I find it quite stuffy in here. It's Saturday morning, but we have construction going on, which is what happens in downtown Toronto. So I apologize for the noise. Should have closed the door, didn't. And for me to get up and do all of that feels like I have to move a million things around to do it. So I'm not doing it. So I'm so sorry, first and foremost. Secondly, thank you so much for being here and joining me and your support. And I do want to talk a little bit more about that. But first of all, hello, it's Mio, and it is Saturday, February 6th, 2021. And I just wanted to uh, record today to talk about a couple of things. And first, before I get started, I don't know if I already mentioned this. Anyway, I have a new setup as of the last update video that I had made. I'm using a camera that has a higher definition, and instead of the rinky-dink photo booth app that I was using for recording my MacBook, I'm now using QuickTime. That may change. I just wanted to do the simplest baseline tech thing possible because I know me. If I make things complicated, and I can make things very complicated if I really wanted to, I'm the master of making things complicated if I want to. But I also know that if I make things complicated, I am less likely to do them or to repeat it at a later date. So I'm trying to streamline and to make things as simple as possible. Right now, I feel that the easiest thing to do is to have the camera, have the high def camera that I'm using right now, and to use QuickTime on my MacBook, and hopefully, and my goal is to try to not to have to edit these videos, because again, if I have to edit these videos, then it's going to take me longer. I may not even do it. And in fact, I have a whole bunch of videos I realized from last year, late last year, which is when everything started happening. So it would have been like October, November anyway. I have a bunch of videos where they can use some editing, and they're probably more interesting because they're not just me sitting here and talking. It's me out in the world doing stuff, and if I had taken those files and edited them down, posted them, they'd probably be interesting for you folks to have something else to watch rather than just this talking head in front of just this thing that you've been seeing for videos and videos and videos. Yeah, so all that rambling to say, I'm still getting used to this setup, and the thing that I noticed from my last video, at least that's what the thing that I seem to focus on, is that I guess the angle of the camera itself is a little bit different than my the video height of my MacBook. So as a result of that, I felt like it kind of made me look like this the entire time in that last video, and I just want to be able to frame things better and all that kind of stuff. So it's a work in progress. Maybe no one else is noticing it except me, but those are some of the things that I'm thinking about. But speaking of that last video, it was I guess talked about my update and what's been going on with me, treatment wise, all that kind of stuff. And I was like it's interesting that in the grand scheme of things, I realize that it's compared to the kind of views that people can get on YouTube, it's not huge, but to me it's huge. That last video, as of like me recording this, is like over, I think, like 300 views or something like that, and it is mind-blowing to me that me talking about my experience, what I'm going through, this journey, whatever it is, and that, particular update on what's going on for me, um, has this many views, that people have clicked on that particular video for whatever reason. It's sort of mind-boggling to me that that's happening. So, but also like incredibly grateful that there are people in the world, some folks whom I've never met before, know of, who are like listening to me talk about like what's going on for me, and like people who have been supporting me from in so many different ways, from the beginning of this journey right to today in different ways, and it's just such a remarkable, mind-blowing thing for me, and I'm so like when I stop to think about it, it really I it's just like it's just an unbelievable thing. Like I'm I feel so much gratitude. I feel so much. Like I don't even know that there are necessarily words for me to really explain, because there's a part of me that is just baffled by it. There's just this well, I don't even understand what this means. And then there's another part of me that just feels like, wow, like it's that there's good, that there is meaning, that there is care, that there's heart. There's just sort of like saying words, but just something that that feels true. And going through what going through, as much as there's clearly a crappy side to all of this, the other side of it, and I think I might have talked about this before, but like in this like balance place, like this yin yang place, is that as crappy as current health status, diagnosis, all that kind of stuff is, the flip side of it is I've genuinely been able to experience so much just care and love and generosity from so many people in so many ways, that it's just fortunate. I feel so fortunate. And yeah, and I'll talk more about that, I think, in a different video. But just for today, to say that just to see that there are like hundreds of people, or hundreds of times that people have clicked on that video, that update video recently. Again, just sort of, it's a strange situation for me, just to see that people have an interest, or they're following along, or yeah. So if you're one of those folks and you happen to have clicked on this video as well, I just want to thank you so much. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is that it's Joe's birthday. Today's Joe's birthday, February 6th. And speaking of, people who care, who, but the thing is, like, Joe is here every day. And Joe is going through his version of this journey himself. But he's also, on top of that, taking care of a lot of things, taking care of me, taking care of our cats, taking care of his business. He's taking care of so much. And I don't know if no, I probably only mentioned this in one of my Instagram posts. I completely whiffed on our anniversary. Our anniversary is January 20th. And that was also inauguration day in the States. I knew that was our anniversary. I kept thinking that it was an anniversary, but there was some kind of like short circuit in my brain. I just didn't do anything apart from realizing it's our anniversary. But I just completely whiffed, and I felt like that's unlike me. I mean, we don't always do, big extravagant things. That's not necessarily who we are. But didn't even like figure out how to get a card, which is, to be honest with you, like the pandemic and getting cards. I guess in my case, like I could have gone to the Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever to do that, or I don't know. Anyway, it's not as simple as it would have been at a different time, but didn't even kind of like sort that out. And we had like nice simple dinner. We had some takeout or whatever, but it just was like crappy. Like I just felt like I did want to do something. I did want to commemorate it in some way. Because, I mean, firstly, like, who knows, like, how many more anniversaries that we're going to be able to celebrate together. That's, number one. Like, who knows, right? But secondly, it's just been a lot for him, and and our anniversary is a testament to our togetherness, I feel like. It certainly commemorates the day that we were married and kind of entered into this union officially. And like in the past, like we've done little things, like we've always like made sure to celebrate in some way. I just completely just missed it this year, and I feel like crap anyway. So today is his birthday. And the one thing I really wanted to do is to make up for it. And, thanks to some support from my mom and his mom as well, decided to try to do something as kind of special as possible, like given the circumstances. We're still under a state of emergency. We're still supposed to stay at home, and there's not a lot of things that are open. Certainly no like recreational, leisure, or entertainment type things that are open in the city. So those things are out. But I did want to try to do something, and again, like sort of given the possibility of, I mean, again, like I don't know how many more birthdays I may be able to celebrate with Joe. I really thought long and hard about this and thought, this is the day and the year that in the circumstances in which we do have. So what can I do? And it's not ideal, but it's not ideal because I do prefer not to take. Especially like and still trying to kind of figure our way through this pandemic, and I'm immunocompromised as a result of my treatments and things like that, although probably not as based on my blood work as bad as it can be, but that said, still immunocompromised, and there's this anyway. We all know we all know we should be staying at home and not unless we're out doing essential things. So, but I just like felt very strongly about wanting to do something special and memorable for Joe. But I'm also thinking about all the small businesses that are struggling to stay afloat and do their thing. And I just thought that it might be kind of a fun thing to be able to, like I said, like support local businesses and also maybe do a bit of a scavenger hunt of sorts for Joe, just so that he can have a little bit of a distraction on his birthday. So what we're going to actually be doing today, later on, it's still pretty early in the morning, but Joe should be getting up in the next little while. He has 6 envelopes of things that we will be doing today. I called it a scavenger hunt, but it's really just just going from one place to another in our car today, and that we can do because we have a car, which is amazing too. And I've contacted these, for the most part, I have contacted these small businesses around the city to have like certain things for Joe. And we'll be going to those places so that Joe can have a little bit of an experience. For the most part, it'll just be like a curbside pickup thing, and hopefully it'll just be a little fun thing for us to do. And I'm hoping to record it today, just to be able to get sort of like snippets of things here and there, and hopefully I'll be able to share it with you as well. But that's what's on the plan for today. So I hope Joe likes it, like he enjoys it, and just like I mentioned, like that he would feel like it's a bit of a distraction from all the craziness of what it's been like the last few months. And he deserves he deserves some fun, and he deserves some fun and attention to himself. So hopefully he'll feel that and like that. So that's what's happening today. So I'm gonna do my I forget, even like I'm not a big social media person, so I don't always think about like whipping out my phone or my camera or whatever it is to record things as things are happening. I just like to experience things, and it's only after the fact I'm like, oh yeah, that probably would have made for a decent picture or something like that. And it would have been nice to record it or something. So hopefully I'll be on top of that a little bit more today, and I'll have some stuff to share with you. But I also think that recording it hopefully will be a good thing for Joe and I as well. So that's what's going on. And just wanted to let you know. It's also Super Bowl weekend. Don't follow football, but we always watch Super Bowl, and it usually coincides with Joe's birthday, around his birthday weekend. So we kind of doing the chill thing, watching football tomorrow. And I think, and then next week for me, next Wednesday, I'm going to go into interventional radiology to see whether or not they can internalize my drain. I hope that they'll be able to do that. So that's a big thing. But I'm going to be sedated, so that's going to be a big day. And I guess I'm getting sort of ready for that, but that's a few days away, and we still have today. So so just wanted to let you know about that. And I guess I'll sign off here for now. So I hope you're all taking good care. So yourself, loving care for you, loving care for those that you care about around you, and maybe for everyone. Why not, right? I think the world would be a better place if we had more love and care for ourselves and others. And as always, thank you for every single one of you who have clicked on a video, who've watched it to this point, who have reached out to me, who have thought about me, who's anything. Thank you so much, because I believe, I feel it in some way, shape, or form. I'm no doubt about it, and I also feel that there's a difference that you're making for me. So thank you so much. So that's it for today, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Oh, this chef's kiss is getting like later and later and later in the video, but if you're looking for the payoff, there it is. There's a chef's kiss. I'll talk to you again real soon.